Hey everyone, it's Tikeyah from Tasty, and today I'm going to tell you about one of my recipe videos that almost broke me. My 2020 New Year's Eve cake. Man, was the struggle real in that test kitchen. So I was doing some research and I stumbled upon these really awesome hidden message cakes. They're pretty much regular looking cakes on the outside, but once you slice into them, a word or symbol is revealed. I wanted to see if I could recreate it in the Tasty kitchen. When I thought about the inside of the cake, one of those magic 8 balls came to mind. You know, the ones you shake up and you ask questions like, will I be successful? Or am I going to find love soon? And it give you predictions like, all signs point to yes. That's kind of where this idea originated. I wanted the cake to have words around it that spoke to good fortune, and the inside of the cake to be the 8-ball prediction as to when those things would happen. The only problem is we had no idea if the cake would read 2020 or if the inside would be a squished hot mess. The concept for the cake was simple. Bake one cake, slice it, punch out the numbers, place those into a larger cake and bake that one. But the execution was a little bit tricky, so I requested Carly to make the cake on the day of the shoot. That way I could just focus on capturing it. I didn't want to mess anything up, especially since this cake took so many tries to get right in the test kitchen. During the development of this recipe, it seemed practically impossible to keep the numbers from folding over on themselves. Since the sprinkle cake batter kept crushing the numbers, Carly incorporated egg whites to make it a little lighter on the numbers. Then she tried freezing the numbers to help them stand up to the cake. But try after try, the inside of the cake was just nothing close to resembling 2020. Then Carly thought of brushing the numbers with egg whites to reinforce that freeze, and that seemed to be the magic touch. But it took about 6 attempts for the recipe to finally work, and when it did, we were all relieved and ecstatic at the same time. During the shoot, everything was fine until the slicing of the finished cake. That's when anxiety kicked in, for sure. Would the cake read 2020? The only way to find out was by slicing into it. When I saw the cake actually read 2020, I was so happy the numbers were perfectly in place and that we achieved what we set out to. That was a win for me. Then the video received 50 million views in 1 week. I could not believe my eyes. It's up to over 60 million views now. It just goes to show that even when things aren't going exactly as planned, it always helps to have hope. So just keep that in mind for 2020. Thank you, Carly, for sticking with me through this recipe, and thank you all for watching.
Oh, yes!